Hey everyone, welcome back to another CollectA review. Today we're going to take a look at the 2016 Struthiomimus. So I've been on the hunt for Dominion toys all this week since I'm on vacation. No luck so far, so I'll continue my trend on the channel reviewing older figures. And the reason I picked the CollectA Struthiomimus, it is a genus of dinosaurs that is just terribly underrepresented in figure form. Seriously, the pickings are slim out there. You know, we have this version right here. Batat has their old Gallimimus. You know, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World have their versions of the Galley, and that is pretty much it. I'm sure probably Favorite Company has something out there, but the pickings are really slim when it comes to the ostrich-looking dinosaurs. So that's why I decided to think through the old storage box today, and I just came across this. I'm like, this will be a fun little figure to review. Now, this figure came out in 2016. It retails between $6 and $8, which is a very bargain price, especially in this day and age when we're all collecting PNSO figures, Namu, Safari, you know, everything's, you know, in the double digits for the most part. So it's nice to have something that only costs a few dollars and is a nice representation of a cool species of dinosaurs. Now you can pick this figure up from pretty much any dinosaur retailer like Everything Dinosaur, Mini Zoo, and whatnot. I'll list a few places down below in the description if you're interested in picking this figure up. So let's toss this figure up on the turntable and dive into this review. Let's start with this 360-degree view of this figure. It's a very small figure, obviously, if it only costs, you know, $6 to $8. But it's great that CollectA decided to give this very overlooked species a nice, accurate-looking figure. The body shape looks good. It's very lightweight looking. It got those long, slender legs, those long, grasping arms, and the whole figure is covered head to toe in feathers. And you can see, you know, those feet are very tiny. The figure is permanently mounted on a base. I love bases on the CollectA figures because it doesn't make the feet look like oversized or disproportionate. You know, in the last couple of years, they've kind of gotten away from it, and some of the sculpts in the figures have suffered because of that. But this figure looks great all around. You know, like I said, there is barely any figures of ornithomimids out there. I remember back in the day when I was collecting Dino Riders, I had the old Dino Riders Struthiomimus, and there's really barely been anything, you know, in between. Like I mentioned, a couple ones like the Batat. Even CollectA had a dead one hanging off a T-Rex mouth before they came out with this beautiful looking figure. And I really wish other companies would give these species a chance. It would be nice to see PNSOs and Safari's take like on Gallimimus, Struthiomimus, and Ornithomimid. But we'll see what the future holds for these because they're definitely have a place in our collection, and you know, we only can deal with so many Spinosaurus releases. Need a little bit more variety in life. And now for some measurements. This figure, if you measure along the curve of the neck, it's about 5 inches long, and from the hips it's about 1.5 inches tall. So Struthiomimus in real life was just over 14 feet long. So I'll put this figure somewhere around the 133 scale range if we use the measurement from the hips, which was 1.5 inches. Struthiomimus was around 4.7 feet high, so I'll put this figure in the 137 scale. So let's you know, mesh the two numbers together and say this is roughly around 135 scale. And now let's zoom and take a close look at some of the finer details on this figure. Its head is so small, my camera does not want to focus in on it. You can see the beak has a little bit of gray paint for that toothless look. And there is a tiny, this would be a really tough one to reveal. Let's get the camera to focus in on that. There's a little bit of pink paint in the mouth, which is pretty nice because the figure is incredibly small. I mean, seriously, look how small the head is. You can actually see a tiny bit of nostril sculpted in there. The eyes are just painted a glossy black color, and then the main body is just this light brown color with a little bit of a wash of gray on there to highlight all that feathery detail going down to the arms. You got some more advanced looking feathers lined in the arm. They're done in white with a little bit of black. The long grasping claws are tipped in black paint. The underside, the feathers are done in a nice white coat. You have a little bit more of that gray wash over there. Going down to the legs, you got nice muscular thighs and cast very long legs. The toe claws are painted in a dark gray color. Actually, yeah, it's dark gray, not black. Forget what I'm saying. It's been a long vacation for me. You have a very nicely detailed base on here. Some more gray dry brush and bring out all that nice detail, that nice sandy look. On the bottom of the base, you can see Struthiomimus, made in China, 2016. And let's flip the figure over. Oh, that's disappointing. No dirty Taco Bell explosion cloaca from CollectA, but such a small figure. I can see why it wasn't sculpted. And then going down to the tail, some more of that feathering all the way down to the tip. Here's the figure from the top, a nice slender build. There's no way this figure could have stood in the pose it's in if it wasn't glued onto a base. The bases don't bother me. I think they actually look quite nice. So yeah, all around a really, really nice Struthiomimus figure. You know, it's a shame that other companies don't give this genus a lot of attention, but CollectA has always kind of gone against the grain and gave us some really obscure species. So yeah, bonus points for them for doing this dinosaur. Moving on with comparisons, first up here it is with the Mattel Jurassic World Gallimimus. You know, this is the most readily available ornithomimid figure out there because, you know, thanks to the popularity of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, like I keep saying, pickings are slim for this type of dinosaur. And let's do a couple CollectA figures. Here it is with their awesome looking feathered T-Rex. And let's do a relative of Struthiomimus. Here it is with CollectA's. Another awesome figure from them, their Dinosaur. And let's do another feathered dinosaur. Here it is with Safari's Anzu. I think I'm going to have to review this figure soon. I dug it out of the box randomly for this review and never did it, so probably see that in the channel relatively soon. And here it is with PNSO's Corythosaurus, which is an open formation dinosaur. Stay. And let's finish this off with a nice Oldman formation group shot. It's missing Caroline because she is now dead. So we have the Mesozoic Albertoceratops and Wendyceratops, PNSO Parasaurolophus, and Safari Limited Daspletosaurus. All these figures aren't. It's nice to, you know, get a picture of what dinosaurs coexisted with each other. So, final thoughts on CollectA Struthiomimus. I think it's a great figure from them. CollectA always gives, you know, less popular dinosaur species a chance in figure form. The sculpting detail is really nice, you know, nice proportionate feet because the figure is permanently attached to that nice natural looking base. The feathers look nice. You know, we have a little bit of pink paint in that tiny, tiny mouth, which is pretty impressive. And it's just a nice figure all around, and it is also very, very budget friendly, clocking in at $6 to $8. Hopefully in the near future, other dinosaur companies give these types of dinosaurs a chance. I know they probably won't be the most popular, but a lot of us will like these types in our collection. And like I said at the beginning of the review, you can pick up this figure from pretty much any dinosaur retailer of your choice. I'll list a few of them down below in the description. So that will do it for the review. I do have some new stuff coming in. I have a bunch of stuff from CollectA, PNSO. Hopefully should get my hands on some Dominion figures relatively soon. As soon as I have that stuff in my hands, be on the lookout for new reviews on the channel. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.